Today, Metro Police, FBI, and ATF gave new details on the investigation into a possible motive for what they're now calling a suicide bombing. Jaewon Jung joins us live tonight to walk us through what we know so far. Jaewon.
Hi, good evening, Joe. We're learning that PTSD may have played the biggest factor in the Cybertruck explosion on Wednesday. Metro Sheriff Kevin McMahill positively identifying the suspect and the man inside the Cybertruck as Matthew Livelsberger. They say he wrote disturbing notes on his phone which contained messages like, quote, "This is not a terrorist attack, but, quote, a wake-up call." Now, we know that Livelsberger was an active duty military member but was currently on leave. Police say they are still combing through a large amount of data, but they were able to identify multiple locations on Livelsberger's phone that matched the route of the Tesla Cybertruck. Here's footage from one of the Tesla charging stations Livelsberger stopped at in Arizona. As far as why the suspect chose Las Vegas as the location for the explosion and in front of the Trump Hotel is still unclear at this point.
No, in fact, I think when you read through some of that, you might find that there were some other considerations as well for other locations. And we can't verify all of that at this point, and so that's why I haven't talked about that.
Sheriff McMahill did mention Grand Canyon was a location mentioned in Livelsberger's notes, but Livelsberger was not on the FBI's radar and did not have a criminal history. The FBI also confirming today there is no evidence of any connection between this incident and the deadly terrorist attack in New Orleans. Now, as I mentioned, police shared excerpts of letters contained within Livelsberger's phone, which they believe that Livelsberger wrote himself. Very disturbing nature in those letters. And Guy Tannenbaum, I know you spent some time looking through the disturbing nature of these letters. What more can you tell us about them?
Well, at this press conference, Jaewon, we only had a couple excerpts, but just about an hour or so ago, we got 2 full letters. We're just combing through them. A lot of his complaints centered around his personal and political frustrations with the government. And investigators up to this point have stopped just short of identifying Livelsberger's political affiliations, although these letters make it very clear, essentially calling for revolution, and rallying behind President Trump and his ticket. Take a look at some of these excerpts on your screen right now. We want to show you some more of them. In them, Livelsberger writes, "Americans only pay attention to spectacles and violence. What better way to get my point across than a stunt with fireworks and explosives?" He continues saying, quote, "Why did I personally choose to do this now? I needed to cleanse my mind of the brothers I've lost and relieve myself of the lives that I took. This situation raises the topic of mental health and how we can better take care of our service members and our first responders," something Sheriff Kevin McMahill says is no different than why Metro opened up their wellness bureau. Take a listen.
And taking care of the heart, mind, body, and soul of the people that are out there doing this work, because they're exposed to things, they see things, they hear things, they feel things, and they smell things that most normal people don't have to do. And the heroes that are serving in the military and on the front lines of America's policing are challenged that way.
McMahill says this is just one more incident that brings that important conversation to the forefront of the national discussion about mental health in this country. And Sheriff McMahill and the FBI also say they're aware of a podcast that's going around with a document that's reportedly been written by Mr. Livelsberger. The FBI saying today at the press conference there's strong evidence to suggest Livelsberger wrote the so-called Manifesto. That's what they called it today. But investigators haven't conclusively proved it to this point, saying they're constantly learning new things about the letters that he's written in his phone, saying it's even by the hour. Live outside of Metro HQ, I'm Guy Tannenbaum.